that until we begin to see our leaders as wicked people, until we begin to know they are bad eggs, we will go nowhere. Olalere Abiodun says it's annoying that some people still celebrate our leaders, especially for a measure of rice and petty things. So have you tweeted at us? At Obilo, at Splash FM 1055. Let's go on Instagram. Let's see if you've left a message there for the radio man. Remember, my handle is at Obilo on Instagram, at Obilo. Okay, I can't find a message yet. I'm only getting likes. All right. On the front page of the Saturday Punch, insufficient manpower. Police settle for part-time special constables. Pastors, imams, teachers, journalists to get special consideration. I am ready. I'm ready, Mr. Commissioner. If there's anything I can do, let me know. We will recruit 15,000 to 25,000 men annually for 5 years. That sounds good. We need to begin to reform the police. Allah used Zainab's arrest in Saudi Arabia to test my family. That is coming from Habibu, father of Zainab. Court stopped Ganduje from splitting Kanu Emirate. Sanusi persecuted me thinking I wanted his job at CBN. Cecilia Ibru has woken up, so she's talking. Car crushes 4-year-old boy to death inside parents' compound. You'll find those headlines on the front page of the Punch newspaper. I started by telling you the story of Obafemi Awolowo on Western Nigeria television. I talked about Nnamdi Azikiwe and the water shooting panel. Remember the 1956 investigation. I talked to you about Okin Dibe's assertion of what Nigeria is. He says Nigeria is a heartbreak nation, rich in promise and prospect, but short in achievement. Sadly, Okin Dibe says Nigeria is also a country conceived in hope, but nurtured primarily by its gluttonous leaders and their global corporate partners in crime into hopelessness. Are we hopeless? Do you see light? Now let's look at this story. It's about local governments in Nigeria. The good news is that the federal government has moved to check the excesses of state governors who hijack local government funds and deploy them in manners that grows poverty among the people. This they do using the joint local government account, which has been outlawed starting from June this year. However, the fear is how far the new measure will go in checking governors who have become extremely authoritarian, brutal, and inordinate in their quest for leadership. I'm talking about men of woeful performances, short in vision, and entrapped by greed and unhappiness. The federal government, during the week, announced June 1st, 2019 as the takeoff date of the new order, making it compulsory for all local government area allocations to go straight to their respective bank account. The decision is in a guideline released by the Nigeria Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU. Remember that the Financial Intelligence Unit was recently excised from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. In its notice entitled Guidelines to Reduce Vulnerabilities Created by Cash Withdrawals from Local Government Funds throughout Nigeria, it says that a new initiative arose from threats by the International Financial Watchdog to sanction Nigeria for reason of financial abuse. The unit tells banks to comply with the new directive starting from June. Now that is the point. Prince Ayodeji, Abass-Aleshinloye, is on state affairs. He is the chairman of Oluyole local government area. Prince Ayodeji, it's good to have you on state affairs.
Thank you very much. Good morning, listeners.
This story concerns you. Does it make you happy or sad?
It concerns the people of Nigeria, of course, and we should not narrow it down to an individual interest. One Ayodeji Abass is here today, tomorrow another person is here. But what we are talking about is the consistency of the situation of grassroots governance. And I think is a good thing if and only if. Because I look at it this way. Don't forget before now there is an account in which money will come. We call it state local government joint account. From that account, what this new guideline is saying is that the money goes that no transaction whatsoever, no transaction should happen in that account. That account is just a template for disbursement to all other local government accounts. That is, no withdrawal before it gets to like what we used to have, where we have a sundry, teacher salary, this, that. The money will go directly. That's what the guideline is saying.
Now, for your local government, without work, can you pay the teachers with what you get?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. It is possible. And that is why we are talking of autonomy. We have to look at it in a very global perspective. I mentioned this in the book I launched some years back,
yeah.
You remember. And what I said there is that if you are saying autonomy, fine, total autonomy. Let me take two local government, for example. Oluyole local government, who has about over 1,000 teachers. A local government in Okyogun, who has about 100 teachers. When you get the same amount of money, or peradventure, a local government in Okyogun has more money than Oluyole local government. The moment this money is given to us, he pays 100 teachers. Oluyole local government pays over 1,000 teachers. And that was when all about the local government were said to be on zero allocation.
Yeah.
So what we are saying in essence, and there is no law banning anybody, most especially all directors from Okyogun. When they come here, their wives will come here to teach. They are from Okyogun. They are from. I'm just saying. Let's say.
So what are you planning?
What I'm saying in essence is that if they come like that, then you say, okay, just pay your salary. I pay my salary. I have nothing to work with. It will be very dangerous. So what I'm saying in essence is that if this new guideline is very okay, but you must take into cognizance the issue of the primary school teachers together must be, you have to take care of that jointly. Otherwise,
So you are still looking at us going back to jointly use that account?
No. It is different from that. Or else, if you say, okay, let's say I can pay whatever teachers I have. And a local government, I've just told you now, in a very rural area, can use its own to pay such. What I'm saying is that then you allow me also to say, this is who I want to work in my local government. Do you understand? But there is no law in Nigeria that stops anybody from not working in any other local government.
So the point you are making is that there are complications ahead.
There are so many complications.
So we are not there yet.
There are so many complications. I don't know how they will fine-tune that area out. That's the only... Except that, brilliant, good guideline, not only because of the fact that it is causing a lot of, say, corruption here and there, the fact that even the international financial institutions are complaining about Nigerian financial institutions transactions. So it's also a guideline given that made possible by the complaint of financial
But the bottom line is that the governors will no longer be able to control the chairman, true or false?
Yes, true. That is the implication. But it has been, don't forget, it has been over and over again, and this is what we've been saying.
But in that case, you can constitutionally go into your local government and begin to generate money.
Yes, that is.
That park at New Garage belongs to you.
Yes.
Not at Jimobi.
No.
But Jimobi has been running the park. Who has been running the park?
Which park?
The park at New Garage. The big yes,
one.
Yes.
Oh, because we have one corporate park. That one belongs to your state government.
Why should a government run parks? Is it not local government that should run motor parks?
The local government actually, the state government actually constructed that.
But it was, who is constitutionally empowered to manage the parks?
It is the state government park. This is not the local government program. It's not local government project. It is the state that actually brought that park into being.
So who collects fines from the parkings? Who collects the money?
No. It's given to somebody is managing it. Is given to
that somebody is a consultant.
Yes, consultant. There is a consultant.
That person is denying the local government chairman avenue to resources, right?
Yes.
Okay, we are getting there.
We have a consultant there.
Okay.
It's not put there by the.
It's put there by the governor.
Yeah, by the state.
Yes, by the state, not the local government.
Yes.
So therefore,